Good evening, I'm Leland Vittert. Few things are as polarizing, as controversial, or as motivating to America and its voters than abortion. But tonight there is rare, almost unprecedented agreement from both sides. Both pro-lifers and pro-choicers will tell you tomorrow is quite literally for all of the marbles. A Supreme Court, now weighted 6-3 with Republican-appointed justices, will begin hearing a case that directly challenges legalized abortion in America. It centers around a Mississippi law which forbids abortion after 15 weeks of pregnancy. And while it doesn't actually outlaw abortion, for the Supreme Court to uphold it, the justices would effectively have to overturn the law of the land, Roe v. Wade, and its subsequent cases, Planned Parenthood v. Casey, for example, which say states cannot impose undue burden on pre-viability abortion. That's abortion before the fetus could live outside its mother's body, generally to be considered 22 to 24 weeks. Again, it's impossible to understate the significance of tomorrow's argument and the subsequent ruling by the court. It will have major effects on women, on health care, and on politics in America. To start, if Roe is overturned, then abortion becomes immediately illegal in at least 12 states due to so-called trigger laws that go into effect. If nothing else, this map shows you the idea that there are already trigger laws waiting for this case gives you an idea of the planning, the time, the money put in by the conservative legal movement for tomorrow. Overturning Roe in and of itself is not a popular thing. The latest Gallup polling shows 58% of Americans oppose overturning Roe, just 32% are in favor. Those are big numbers, and abortion is highly motivating to the political bases of both parties, which brings us back to the Supreme Court. As we said, it's 6-3 right now. Tim Alberta wrote in his great book, American Carnage, President Trump won because the conservative movement and its voters were motivated by his commitment to appoint pro-life judges. President Trump appointed 3 justices, and abortion rights stood center stage during their confirmation hearings.
It's distressing not to get a straight answer. So let me try again. Do you agree with Justice Scalia's view that Roe was wrongly decided?
I can't pre-commit or say, yes, I'm going in with some agenda, because I'm not.
One of the important things to keep in mind about Roe v. Wade is that it has been reaffirmed many times.
Has anyone else ever mentioned Roe v. Wade?
No, Senator. That's it.
Never a mention of that case or of abortion in any of your conversations with any of the president's advisors?
Not to my recollection, no.
Call it strategic ambiguity. But to be clear, this is the first time the justices voted to hear a case that would allow states to possibly ban abortion. In the past, they've simply denied them out of hand. Look at it 2 ways. One, they want to put it to bed once and for all. Hear a challenge to Roe, uphold it, and move on. Second option, they might actually overturn Roe. Either would be an earthquake. Overturning Roe would outlaw abortions, as we said, in at least 12 states with more to come, certainly create a black market for abortions in those states and energize the Democrats in a way perhaps never seen before. Upholding Roe would be a devastating blow to the conservative legal movement. It would prove useless. Decades of fundraising and work by conservative politicians. It would also perhaps change election dynamics in the Republican Party. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.